So I'll be calling you a radical when I'm on the University of General Electric, some of the greatest scumbags who ever walked Weber State. So let's talk about the epic collapse. So all you people, oh, the ocean's not done. Those are before and after pictures. Let's get them out of the glare. That's 2010. That's in Northern Cal. The exact identical spot, 2015. 2010, 2015. I have hundreds of them, by the way. Acute collapse. Acute collapse. Now stay with me, the collapse of the scumbags. Gee, this is the most corrupt fraud. You people, anybody who's buying the stock is completely out of your psycho fucking mind. How can cults, you should have heard the earnings call. What lies, and now he comes out after the fact and he says, oh, well, I'll tell you why, because they've been unloading stock. This is this is University of General Electric, this is GE, right here. You know, I'm the guy that set the price target at 666. Not this fucking liar, JP Morgan. Play back the tape, Your Honor. First, remember I said $11.33? You know, so last week I was in La Jolla. I said, short it. Now listen to me. There are 8 billion shares outstanding. So do the math, even at $9. You really think this company's worth $72 billion? This company's worth zero. He comes right out and says, we're burning cash, we're going to be negative cash flow. What does that mean? That means they are out of money. They've sold off everything known. They've sold off every unit they have. The only unit they have that has any clout to it is so-called their power unit. Well, their power is nuclear, which has killed the Pacific Ocean. The power unit comes right out yesterday and says it's bleeding. They're done. So what, do you think the pension liability is going to go away? Do you think the shareholder lawsuits are going to go away? The USS Reagan case, it didn't go away. You know, she just said she threw it out of that court. Oh, it's going to, you haven't seen nothing yet. This thing's going to expand. These are the greatest criminal derelicts in human history. And I want to talk about the collapse of the Pacific Ocean. So this is all going to come home to roost in the next 60 days. And I'll tell you why. We don't count dead tide pools. Oh, I do. There they are, right there. Kevin Blanch has been counting them since, looking at them. At historic low tides, full moons. I want to say thank you to Michelle Grant, that great activist in South Carolina. In the early days, her and Billy in Scotland, without them, I would have, the money they were sending me in the early days, you know, a little bit here and there. I was almost starving to death as I was fighting for my life full of leukemia, doing that work at historic low tides. I have thousands of hours of footage, unarguable document, and I'll tell you why this is unarguable. This is unarguable proof. Stay out of the wind. Here at the University of General Electric, now we got a Starbucks. This is the new science building. By the way, Governor Herbert freaking christened it, and I shot a video right here, and I named it the University of FU. Because FU Fuktonium. Oh, you think that's a joke? Yeah, just like when he invented the synthetic diamond, the guy I just showed you. He was my 8th grade history teacher at Walkwest Junior High. Yeah, Tracy Hall. Yep. So when Governor Herbert now, we're going to bring the nuclear waste to Utah. It's insanity as the Pacific Ocean dies. So, Idaho National Lab, where the salmon spawn. Getting down with Ezra Pound in the spawning grounds. I'm more of a Hemingway guy. So, here's the proof it's going to come down. So I'm dealing with Tim Martin, and I have been working on this, you know, his incredible fishing background, my statistical background. We've been all over this. We've nailed this to the thing. So this is unarguable proof. Coincidence, don't get it in science. The blob, that shit's all lying. All these academia professors, scientists are mystified, puzzled, baffled, fucking stumped, should be rounded up and hung, every fucking one of them. This is the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history, and this is the smoking gun. It's all going to play out. So this still had started to collapse immediately after Fukushima. On cue. We've gone from 416,000 over the Bonneville. You can do the same thing on the Kenai. You can do the same thing on the Copper. These are the big historic ones. Epic freefall collapse. So this is unarguable proof. So how come the Chinook didn't collapse until 2016? Because they go to sea for 5 years. So they go to sea for 5 years. I says, no. Record returns, you can look up the videos. Army Corps engineers is grandstanding, going crazy. Look at, yay, go team, go team. Go team, yay, go team. Let's walk back in here. Go team. We got $1 million return. By the way, that's the only good athlete at this university, and that is an athlete. He won the mascot of the year. You should see this kid go. He's incredible. The basketball team is terrible. This basketball coach, they have the best money mediocrity can buy. Just like I see Whittingham, the highest paid pays in the state. These are state universities. The highest guy paid in the state, Whittingham, best mediocrity money can buy. It's incredible how they encourage this. So, they killed the sea. It's the salmon in Idaho. Let's talk about this. I'm in the science building. I mean, these people are still pushing. These are the people that are pushing NuScale. The NuScale little reactor, her that's the head of the NRC, she used to be an adjunct professor. Her and Reyes, Idaho National, it's so corrupt it's unbelievable. So anyway, here's the smoking gun. Idaho, Oregon, Washington. So record returns in 2015, 1.337 million returning. Record, what we call little fries, we call smolts, making it to the sea. Record in 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, record. Expected record returns in 2016. They were ODFW, NOAA, WDFW is modeling, who's been perfect, right on the money. They've had a lot of years to put it together. Projected in 2016, 2.1 million. Kevin Blanch projects 680,000. They're like, you're crazy, blah, blah, blah. They don't think I'm crazy anymore. They don't laugh at me anymore. They don't laugh at me anymore. Came in at 687,000. So, just an aberration. 2017, I set my projections 480,000. They said their projections at 2.3 million to 2.7 million, based on a statement. So I tell the trend, they can't believe it. They don't know what's happening. Mystified puzzle. By the way, it's coincidence not getting in the science community. The greatest PhD in human history. Oh yeah, the finance professor, Kevin Blanch, at the Wattis School of Business, till they blackballed me. And I mean, if you only know, we're the #1 undergraduate program in the country when I taught there. Doing rank 500. You can look it up. The Chinese professor says, do not go see the Dalai Lama. Forbid our students, works with the governor, and they're Chinese. They want to turn us in Utah into usury. The devils have taken the field. I mean, and I want to say this to Chris Stewart, he's the representative here, a congressman here, who's come out and says, there's an attack, this could turn into socialism in the United States. The Mormons were socialists. My grandpa's Abraham Hunsaker IV, the Hunsaker Mill. Look it up. I will quote the professor right there, right before I got cancer. Well, we got to recognize Kevin Blanch's work. Why? This is from BYU professor. Why are we denying our Mormon socialistic roots? They weren't even socialists. They were communists. Not the Russian communists. That was militarism, what we are now. That's what the Mormons were. 100% redistribution of wealth. You didn't even get a paycheck. You went to the Hunsaker Mill, all the way back to Nauvoo. That's my line. They were, from the same place as Einstein, my grandfather. Einstein, too, the Quaker, the, anti-nuclear. They were anti-nuclears. They were communists, socialists, communists. 100% redistribution of wealth. 100%. Equal. 100% equal. Oh, says, it didn't work out. It worked fine for 150 years. This is just a new brand. You can rewrite history all you want. You can lie. But this collapse of, you people that shorted the stock at 11, I'm glad. I hope you made some money. But, let's partner, I said. Timing's, these liars. It's amazing how Culp can lie. And now he comes out and says they're burning cash. This stock's worth zero. It's going to zero. This is historic as hell because this is the University of the General Electric. But I've talked to many students, by the way, because I'm involved with the radio station. These young people love me on this campus. They blackball me. As you know, I've been fighting for my life, full of AML leukemia. Wattis, who built the reactors of Fukushima, Japan, died of leukemia 3 days after they got the contract to build Hoover Dam. That's right, jumping up and down in his wheelchair. Died of cancer shortly thereafter. This stock's going to zero. As Kevin Blanch has told you. This guy, CNBC. CNBC, talk about criminal derelicts. Think about them. They're out today and say, well, he said his price target is 6. It's probably too high. With CNBC, and Kramer's been pounded. Look, play back the tape. Kramer said, buy 20. John Jajarian, his twin brother, freaking, if it goes under 20, we're quadrupling down. That's all they've done. Jack Welch is one of the greatest criminals in history. You think the pension liability is going away? You think these pension holders are going away? You think these shareholder lawsuits are going away? You're nuts. This stock, they will bankrupt, just like GM did. And, retool. You think they're going to get bailed out? I don't think so. They'll be freaking sticks with freaking heads on if they try that one this time. No, but, well, of course, the Pacific Ocean dying, that isn't a thing. It's like the Reagan case. Why did it not go forward? Because the American public didn't get behind it. They don't care. They don't care. They say, people say, oh, well, they'll care when they get cancer. No, they don't. I'm head of the support groups. No, they don't. No, they don't. I'm in these groups. You know, the type of cancer I have is less than 1% survival. The unit I'm in, 85% of people go in, don't come out. And, you know, the lifespan is, average lifespan is less than 6 months. I have AML. Had. Hopefully it's gone. They'll say, oh, God's will. It's just, what are you going to do about it? I tell them, support, what are you going to do about it? Well, how are you going to fight back? I'm just going to pray and put it on. I just say, Tim shall thou mayest. That's out of the Old Testament. God helps those who help themselves. Thank you, Michelle. I love you. You know, I hope the court, she's going to court on the 11th. I mean, so the anniversary, I got some plans. I'm probably headed out to the Nevada test site after this raining gets over. We'll see how this works out. Thank you for ever supported this historic work. The stock's going to fucking zero. The greatest PhD in human history. Probably the most important artist of a fucking 40, 50 years. Kevin Blanchard. Oh, yeah. I got the tape, Your Honor. Sadly, I've been right the whole time. It's unarguable proof, the collapse of the Pacific Ocean. The salmon thing, I'm talking to them. They're freaking out over there, up there. I set my projections last year at 333. They came in at 335. They're freaking out. It should be emergency. They're saying there's only going to be 90 wild steelhead over the freaking 90. That's extinct. They're still fishing in Idaho. You know, still making nuclear waste. They're going to experiment on you in Idaho. Experiment you on Utah. Little nuclear reactors, which we tried at Rocketdyne, and they blew up at Rocketdyne. It's the same reactor. This is a sham. This is a ripoff. Tim's up there at Oregon State University right now. You know, there's all kinds of people driving around brand new vehicles. I mean, Lamborghinis and whatnot. They got a $50 million grant. Kenwood Financial. It was all fraud. We're going to participate. The Mormons have been taken over by Satan. That's simple. Which is written into their theology, by the way. I was taught that when I was a boy. You know, there'll be a time in your life that the Mormon Church is taken over. So is the evangelical movement by Satan, and he'll be very tricky. He'll wear hairspray. Chris Stewart says, "We gotta fight back socialism." I got news. That is the fundamental foundation of all Mormonism. Is 100% socialism. Fools deny history, rewrite it, try it. What a fucking horrible fucking experiment it's been. You seen the debt lately? 22 trillion. You don't talk about that. You know, you seen the cancer? You seen the Pacific Ocean? You seen the dead fucking tide pools? Kevin Blanch, stand tuned.